Ladies and gentlemen, in this Red Gaming Totocom video, we're going to be taking a look at Magrunner Dark Pulse on the PC. First thing we're going to do, since it's the PC game, is take a look at the video options. They're reasonable, to say the least. You're going to even change POV, or point of view, shall I say. So, actually, it's a good demonstration of exactly what point of view does. It's kind of like a zoom effect for those of you who are not that sure. You can also change magnetic colors. If you're not really sure what that is, well, you will be soon. It's not exactly what I'd call a massive choice in selection. You can also choose things such as crosshair and graphic and texture quality. Now, this type of game is puzzle-based, and I'm not the greatest at this, but I should be okay. I've played it for a while to get a handle on it, but not gone too far because I don't want to spoil any of the later puzzles. As I said, it is puzzle-based, so yeah. Anyway, you can pretty much choose any of these various sections, as you can see, which is basically various areas of the game, or you can load level, or you can just simply click continue, which is what I'm going to do. So, I'm on a new puzzle, so if I derp it for a while, I can only profusely apologise. Probably not helped much by a rather disturbing lack of sleep. So, as you can see, I've got a magnet gun.
Gamaji, are they off the comm?
Gauntlet, rather.
Yes. There's something wrong with that Xander guy. Don't listen to him. And what did that reporter mean by that mutant?
Yeah, she's kind of a pain, huh?
She's just digging for an interview to make Grukersberg look good. Keep your head on.
Right, now, there's a very simple prospect here.
Is this part of the training?
Okay, wasn't expecting that.
Is everyone alright? No injuries? Bios are good. Xander, what happened?
A minor power fluctuation, Mr. Grukersberg. I've ensured that it won't happen again.
There we go. That should get that up there. Now, I'm assuming that'll be if you fall down, which is obviously not what we want. Right, now if I do this, that will attract the platform. So you can see what's going on there. Right and left click. You can actually zoom by pressing Q as well. And I have a feeling we're going to be doing quite a lot of that, as it turns out. So the basic premise, as far as I can understand, is that we need to somehow or another attract... Alright. Not quite sure how we're going to do this, mind. We can also activate that. Is there anything down there? I don't see anything. Okay. Now, we definitely need to get onto that side. If I press this, we'll head all the way up. Ah! It looks like something to me. So how the balls do we get to it? Doesn't look like I'm even shooting it, does it? Alright, let's try heading back down. Okay. Puzzles are a pain in the buttocks. Alright. The early ones weren't this bad. Alright. It doesn't look like we're even doing anything to that one. So, let's head down here. Alright, it doesn't look like there is anything down here, but I just wanted to check. Alright, so let's get back up there. Okay, we're heading up, albeit slowly. Come on! There we go. What the fuck? There we are. Right. Now we can propel ourselves if I had something to propel. So somehow or another... Wait, can you walk on that? It might be able to. It looks like you possibly can. Yeah, you can. I didn't notice that. Alright, that was a bit of a fail on my part. Up we go. Okay, so we should... Oh. Interesting. Alright, fair enough. Ah, balls. And this is how the fail begins. Okay, well, we'll see. Fortunately, it tracks pretty quickly, so back up we go. We should be able to just quickly grab this cube and fling it down there with a little care in the world. Let's just check to see where this goes. Doesn't look like it's anything important. Fortunately, you can fall from great heights and it doesn't hurt you. Now, I'm going to guess that we need to fling this over here. And it's highly possible that we actually have to ride this. So I'm going to quickly check to make sure I'm pressing the right one. And then... Whee! I'm sorry, I really had to say that. Alright. Now, we can grab that, and theoretically, we should be able to do this. Wait, stop it. Stop. Nope, the balls. Come here. Come back here. Alright, I have a feeling that I actually need another one of those. What happens if I disable that one? Oh, it goes back. Alright. So we're like halfway there. So that obviously makes it rocket forward. That one pulls it back. I have a feeling that I just have to disable it. So maybe if I jump down here, let me just... There we go. Just so it's available. Ow, broken legs. Okay. This is like one of those games that you just like, I'm really hoping... There we go. That you're doing the right thing, but you're not really that 100% sure, if that makes sense. So you just kind of... It's not one of those games where if you're not a fan of puzzles, you should play it, at least at the moment. I don't think we're going to be getting laser guns, let's put it that way. I have to say, though, I do quite like the aesthetic of this game. Now, in theory, if I press this... Ah, shag. I had initially thought maybe it wouldn't pull it out, but obviously that is not the case. So the question is, how do you stop it from going back? I had initially thought... Just can't quite get the height. So how the balls do you do it? That's the question. I do know that it amplifies with the more magnetic fields basically amplify with the more of them there are. So okay, so it wants to basically hit like the middle ground. If I do that, they're obviously gonna become even. So the question is, how in the love of goodness do you get up there? Unless... Oh, I've got an idea. I think I'm derping it. I think what you have to do is you have to actually ride this across. Now, how am I going to do that? I'm unsure, but I imagine it'd be something like this. Yes, easy. Easy when you know how. Whee! There we go. Not too bad. Charged objects then another magnetic fields. Okay, so now we're in this little talky area. Now this is one of the issues I have with the game.
We've suffered a minor technical glitch, but we are now back online.
I have to admit, I kind of don't like that.
The live audience.
There's
too.
a hell of a lot of interruption on this section. I'm guessing it's because it's the introduction to the game or something similar. But even so, it's kind of annoying.
Changed in the algorithms that Sander's using to run the facility. The system log shows a reboot.
What? Gamaji, did you hack into the testing facility?
Sander's interface is amazing. It integrates all the functions and accessibility of the LifeNet with his biofeedback response to influence the MagTech.
Oh, you're gonna get me kicked out.
Relax, Dax, I must. He thinks I'm just another peripheral. Oh, no. No, he's blocked me. Anyway, he's too busy to run a trace.
Right, let's go forward and let's see how long I can derp it on you. Another... Yes, we kind of know that. I wish it wouldn't keep telling you the same hints over and over. Regardless, I don't want to switch them off.
More platforms. This would be a bad time for the power to go out again.
It's a very nice platform you got there. It'd be a shame if something would happen to it. Okay. So, doing that does nothing. Alright. So that obviously does that. Let's try this. Not sure what that... Not really sure what the purpose of that is at the moment. That'll get me up here. Cool. Alright. I need to get that. That's obvious. Alright, let's pull myself along a little bit. Hang on. Alright, how the balls do I get that platform down? That's the question. How do you get that platform down? That is a very good question. Has to be something really obvious as well. Is that pulling it down at all? No. I had thought maybe that the magnets would interact with one another slightly. Right, so being up there like a twit isn't helping me. Let's try going up here. Hang on. Oh, okay, should be able to just rocket up there. So. Alright, so I need that cube so I can rocket across. The question is, how the balls do you get that cube down? I'm unsure. It looks like... Alright, I understand that. That's fine. 2 platforms there. Know how to get up there. Oh, wait, I see. They've come to some kind of equilibrium. Those balls. Why are you affecting that one? That's it. Right. Balls. Right, let's quickly attract them. Let's go up one. Okay. Let's get rid of you. And let's laser you. And let's stop you a second. Alright, it has to be a combination of these. There we go. Alright. So that one could bugger off for a moment. Now I just need a little bit of extra height. Ooh, okay. This looks good. Now all I have to do is drop that down there. Go over here. Do 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 do. Alright, now. Hello? Oh, I didn't realize I was all here. Alright. Climb on top of this one. It's already charged. And yay! Simples. So I kind of like the game. It's really weird. There's a couple of games obviously that this is going to remind you of. But
Well
it does
done,
work
Dax
really well.
Seaboard. Congratulations on being the first one to complete that module. Maybe you're better than I thought. Or maybe you're just lucky.
Or maybe you're a freak.
Excuse me?
I said thanks. How long did it take to build this place?
Okay, so that'll get us up there. That's fine. Let's have a look round before we do anything and try to figure out what the balls we've got to do. Right, so let's pull us back down one. I think this is going to be a pain in the asshole. Up one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Simple enough. Alright, so we have to break that. This is like the universal symbol of smash this shit. I'm not quite sure how you smash it, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. My goodness, I feel like I'm climbing the... Alright. Okay, so this one's a pain in the ass. Alright. Doesn't look like you can do anything with that one. There's limits on how far that magnet will go up. So that begs the question, what the hell do you do? I am not sure. Okay. Fortunately, you don't break your legs. Right. There's nothing down here. We have a magnet there. There's absolutely nothing around there. So... Ah. Okay, so we have to fall down here, it looks like. Ah! Ah! Aha ha ha!
Sneaky, Xander. Very sneaky.
Oh, balls. Come back here. I said come back here, not bloody sod off. Alright. Yay! Up we go or something. I don't know. We're definitely going up. We're going higher and higher and higher. And... Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, we're halfway there. Balls. Balls. I think we need that. Looks to me like we need that. Ah, crap. Okay, back down we go. Looks like we need it. I'm not 100% sure we need it. Okay. I'm pretty sure that one's left as is. So this one, in theory, can be brought back down. And then possibly we use the box, I'm guessing. So, it plays well, but this is going to be one of those games that either appeals to you or just completely and utterly doesn't appeal to you. For multiple different reasons. Obviously it is very... Ah, there we go. It is a very cool game, however, I will say. So let's pull that one down one. In fact, let's just push that all the way up. Now, I'm guessing that bad things are going to happen if I magnetize this. Okay, we're still just out balls. I wonder if I... Ah! Okay. Still not actually sure what the purpose of that was, if I'm totally and utterly honest, but guess we'll figure it out in a moment. We need another one to shoot that, that's obvious. So where the hell do we get the other one from? Is that it? It looks like that's it. Alright. So now, we've just got to go up. So what we should be able to do... There we go. No. Come back here. What we should be able to do now, at least in theory, is to have our cake and eat it. We should be able to just smash this thing because we've got the other box. In theory, he says. Right, round we go. Oh, I went too far. Never mind. There we go. Now, in theory, if I make this not that colour. There we go. Wasn't what I would call exactly smooth, but hey.
All of our candidates have performed admirably. A very fitting beginning to our LifeNet broadcast designed to show you, the viewer, just what a day in the life of a Magrunner is like.
Hey, Dax. You there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, I just saw that Grukersberg is watching the netcast in a private room in the facility. A private room full of rich investors. Cassandra's interviewing them right now.
What does that mean?
It means don't screw up, Dax. Better days are ahead.
Oh, thank you. Okay. We have another puzzle. Mandates feels within the challenge. Oh, wow. Okay. This one's going to be an interesting one.
So, that floor is safe to walk on, right? Sure it is.
I don't know if he's actually being sarcastic there. Alright. Okay, so how the balls do I get over there? There we go. Slowly making our way forward. Okay. I have a feeling I really don't want to touch that. If I go up there, bad things. So I'm going to stay here. So I'll push myself over. Okay, cool. Right, now. Question is, what in the balls do I use this for? Zooming shows me it's obviously something to do with that, but quite what, I'm uncertain. Okay. Right. Now if I go up by doing that, So all red attracts, so that's not going to help. So... I wonder if we're supposed to use this as well. Maybe not. It was an idea. It was a crap one, but it was an idea. Wasn't quite expecting that. Oh, balls. Does this actually hurt me if I go on? Okay, I can actually walk on the floor. So he was just joking about that. Okay, cool. Is there actually anything down here other than, well, nothing? So, the question is this game worth buying? To be honest with you, it's not normally my type of game. I'm someone who doesn't really like these type of puzzle games, if I'm perfectly honest. That's just my personal opinion, of course, which is obviously not exactly reflective of everyone else. There we go. But I realise that some people absolutely love these types of games. I was someone who never even really liked Portal. And I know that sounds a bit almost blasphemy from a PC gamer. But I don't know why. I've just never really gotten into them, hence the fact that I'm awful at these type of games. But for those of you who do like these type of games, I'm sorry, well, I'm sure you'll love it. I'll give it just a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to... Alright, there we go. Call this one, I think, because I'm not exactly doing extremely well. If I had to guess, I think you need to, yes, quite. I honestly have absolutely no idea what to do on this particular section, I must admit. On the others, I've had an idea. On this one, I have absolutely no clue. Oh well. Bad and terrible, I will confess, but not the game's fault. I'm sure you'll agree. So, is it a good game? Yes. It actually looks quite nice as well aesthetically, as you can see by the graphics. But would I personally recommend it to those of you who are not traditionally into puzzle type of games? No. Does it deserve to do well? Yes, it does. But for me, I think that's just about it for this particular video. Sorry for not getting further, but as I said, I am not the best at these type of games. However, hopefully you've at least got some idea if you like this type of game or not. I will be back in the next couple of days to do a hefty dose of tech stuff. I've been fairly, what's the word I'm looking for? In the middle of it with various website issues at the moment, so I'm getting those resolved as well as a few other bits and pieces towards the channel. So hopefully things will resolve themselves. You know what, I just thought of something. I wonder if, son of a bitch, I think you're supposed to actually use 2 of these. And I mean, that's just a hallmark of a good game, and you're just like, yeah, I want to figure this out. For the love of goodness, I need to figure this out. Alright, there we go. Okay, maybe not. Yes. I could rocket myself up, maybe. But I don't have enough height. I'm almost positive it is something to do with that, because you need to get up there. It's obvious you need to get up there. So it seems like, to me, that you need to somehow create enough of a magnetic field to rocket you up, although I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I'm assuming it's like a combination of these platforms. However, I have run out of time because I still need to record a bunch of other stuff today. So, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I will see you soon. Take care and bye for now.